folks. If you've just joined us, this is Andre from Her Tracker, and we've seen a lot this week in terms of wildlife. We've seen and spoken to a lot of interesting people about life on safari here in Kenya. This morning I wanted to show you what it looks like on the inside of one of our a typical or sort of normal safari tent at a luxury tented camp here in the Masai Mara in Kenya. The time is about 6:40. The sun came up about 20 minutes ago, and this is the view that I woke up to this morning. Let's see. I really would like to stay here all day, but of course we've got to get up and get going again. The rest of the guys went on a game drive this morning. I told them that it was really essential that someone gets this shot, so I volunteered for it while they went off trying to find more animals for you guys. To those who've just joined us, this is a Her Tracker live web broadcast from the Masai Mara in Kenya. We've been here all week. Today is actually our last day, so we're really sad to be going, but we're really glad for everything we've seen and done. I'm going to swoop around the room in a minute so everyone can see exactly what staying on safari can be like. So stick around. This broadcast is made possible by Make It Kenya, our partners for the whole week. It's a new initiative by the Kenya government and tourism authorities to showcase everything that Kenya has to offer, and apart from, of course, the national park and all the wildlife and all those wonderful experiences, safaris are also about relaxing and excellent service. Yeah, we're hopefully going to go see a few more canoes today, the wildebeest. But before we do that, let me take a little walk around here in the room. I think we'll end off with the view out there. So let's start off by what? As you can see, this is a canvas tent. Try go slowly. What is the website to go to? You need to go to andbeyond.com, and they've got a whole range of properties all over Southern and East Africa and India. And just search for Kichwa Tembo Tented Camp. That's the name of the camp we're staying at. Yeah, this is glamping for sure. Well done. So it's sort of a 4-poster bed. It's probably one of the biggest beds I've ever slept in. Certainly bigger than a queen. I think it's a king-size bed. I think about 4 or 8 pillows on my bed. It's a bit ridiculous, but I'm not complaining. You know, it's got some authentic African-style wood carvings and furniture. I mean, this is it's not contemporary. It's not too modern, but it's got all the amenities. I mean, it might be obvious, but we've got electricity and running water here. They provide gowns and all the regular things you see at sort of 5-star hotels around the world. Table to work at. We've been using this every night when we come back to, you know, upload our pictures, videos, photos, do the bit of work. Full charging station. A nice box of tissues. Yeah. Oh, this is a nice touch. Just as you come in, you'll notice these old National Geographic magazines. This one's from 1999, 2000, 1985. So it really is kind of a great place to relax and yeah, just unwind, I guess, between all the excitement of the safaris. Air conditioning in the heat, great question. There is no air conditioning in this room, but we do have a fan. All of these tents, though, are under a canopy of trees. I think you'll see that in a second, or maybe through here. So the heat has not been a problem at all. In fact, every night as I get into bed, Titus, our room steward, has popped 2 hot water bottles under the blankets. So, you know, if anything, it gets nice and fresh in the early mornings and late evenings. and the very thick duvet on the bed was keeping me absolutely cozy. Sorry about that. I will make my bed a bit later. And let me just finish off here in the bathrooms. Here we go, double vanity. Hi everyone, please excuse me, I've just woken up, literally. Nice, warm and powerful shower head. It's got all the regular, anything you basically can expect at a 4 or 5-star lodge. I'm not exactly sure what the rating here is, but what I can say is that the service from the people have been, from the staff have been warm, they've been thoughtful. It's been incredible. When we arrived, they said, "Welcome home," and it certainly felt like that. Okay, I've stepped outside here, and there's a little. Well, let's first look at the view. This is basically the plains of the Masai Mara. I see somebody that's asked how much a night. To be honest, I don't know the exact price. Prices of lodges like this in the Masai Mara and Kenya range from a couple of $100 a night to, I think, 3 or 4 times that. But check out their websites and you can see for yourself. So there's a nice patio. In fact, I'm going to just step off here so we can see exactly what it looks like. I'm just going to look around to make sure there's no animals around the side. Okay. Yeah, this is what it's about. This is pretty much, in fact, it's probably too small for you guys to see, but out there are some wildebeest, small herd there. Into the sun there's another small herd, but never mind, I don't have the guys with their big zoom lenses here today. But from the outside, that's what our tent looks like. Nice little patio. I mean, waking up here has been an absolute dream this morning. We've been here for 3 days and we've hardly been here during daylight. So it's an absolute treat to see this. I have to thank the guys from and beyond, Kichwa Tembo Camp, for having us stay here so that we can share all these safari moments with you. If anyone has any questions, please fire away. I'd love to let you know. You can see the sort of netting is to keep the mosquitoes and bugs out, so you have that zipped up at night, nice and tight, and you're absolutely safe. When I was there, elephants came at night. Do they still? Yes. I haven't had elephants here. I'm just going to sit down on this chair for now. I haven't had elephants come right up to us here, probably because we've been sleeping so hard. But at Governor's Camp, we had Ellie's right around our tented camp. That was quite fun. In fact, one was wrestling with a rope that was kind of bordering the river's edge. It was quite amusing. I'm sure there must be some other questions from people. Wow, what else can I tell you about this place? The food's been phenomenal. Martel, our host or hostess, has been absolutely looking after us. For those who've joined us only halfway through, we're at Kichwa Tembo Tented Camp in the Masai Mara. It's a property run by and Beyond, who are known for their sort of high-end properties, but also the warmth and conservation approach to everything that they do. Well, what else can I say? I'm a bit blown away right now, seeing what I see here. We are actually leaving this afternoon. This will be one of our last few broadcasts. A little later, I'm going to show you some of the images from our Big Cat Sunday, where we saw leopard, lion, and cheetah all in the space of a morning. Got some amazing pictures, Stuart and Carl. So, yeah, give me a little bit of time to wake up, freshen up, have a shower. I'm going to flick through the photos, and then yeah, we'll talk you through it. Maybe when the guys come back from their morning drive. Best season to visit? Pretty much. I know it sounds cliche, but all through the year, coming to a place like and beyond Kichwa Tembo is fine. The river crossings, however, happen July, August, September, October. Those 4 months. But that's really not the only thing to come to this part of the Masai Mara for. all through the year you can have a great safari experience. As we've tried to show everyone that it's not just about the crossings, it's the elephants, the rhino, the lion, leopard. It's really the case. Maybe I'll just end off by doing another little walkthrough and jumping back into bed. There we go. For those who weren't here earlier, this is the inside of our safari tent. This is me getting back into bed just to enjoy the experience that I think everyone should have when they come on safari. This in fact, when I think about safaris, and certainly my wife would agree, it's not just about the animals, it's about time out in nature, it's about turning off that cell phone, it's about recharging the batteries. Yeah, oh great, I've got some questions there. What if lions stop by? We've got lions walking through here all the time, but to be honest, they're more scared of people than we should be of them. They've never had any incidents at these camps with lions coming into camp and sort of interacting with humans. So yeah, that really isn't a concern. It shouldn't be a concern for anyone coming out here. Any other questions from our viewers out there? It would be great to answer them now before I roll over for another 5 minutes of rest. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it really is true. I think it's quite a misconception that there's so many dangerous animals out there. And yeah, maybe there have been stories of lion attacks or whatever, but really they're sensationalized. In the national parks, that's where the animals are actually far more afraid of us because they're not used to close human contact. Whereas in the zoos and other areas, animals are engaging with humans all the time, so they get used to it and feel comfortable with humans, and then they kind of get close and they get safe, but every now and then their natural instinct of wanting to feed or protect their young kicks in, and that's when we have dangerous sort of human-wildlife encounters. In the parks, I would say that you're safer from wildlife in these national parks than you are in zoos. In fact, I'd love to know what the stats are, whether people get, there's more engagement in zoos between animals than here in the parks. A couple of questions here. Sure, I was kind of talking there, so I didn't read all of those, but fire away again if you have any more questions. Yeah, all these comments everyone are putting in this feed are absolutely true. We must just respect the animals. This is their space which we're entering. It's really absolutely great, and the guides are fine. Have you had an encounter with an animal? Yes, we have them all the time. You'll see later when we look at Big Cat Sunday how close we got to some of these beautiful cats. But seeing as we stay in the safari vehicle and they're out, then it's fine. Where can I find info on this safari? If you go to discoverafrica.com/herd tracker live, that's where all of the broadcasts from the last week will be or have been saved, and all the videos and photos we've taken are being uploaded to that. I'll say it again, discoverafrica.com/herd tracker live. Herd Tracker is a tool we've created as a travel company that helps people know exactly where the wildebeest migration is all through the year. And while you're on these types of safaris, you also see all the other animals, of course. So check out Herd Tracker. Sign up, subscribe to our list if you're interested in seeing the migration. Yeah, there we go. Thanks so much for Leela Flo for adding that. It is Herd Tracker with one word, but if you just Google Herd Tracker, you'll see it. Yeah, so I think without any further ado, I'm going to roll over and get back to bed. Where are you going off to the Masai Mara? We spend a day in Nairobi, and then we fly back to Cape Town, South Africa, where we live. So that's that. Will there be more broadcasts when we leave? Wow, that's a great question. Perhaps we will do that. I think we'll keep talking about the safari story. We'll keep talking about why it's great to come on safari, and really that's what it's all about. We want people to choose Africa as their next holiday, not not going to some other country or the regular holiday you've always been. It's about ticking those items off your bucket list and coming out to see our beautiful, beautiful wilderness, because there's no other continent or country in the world that has what we have. We really are privileged, and I think, as you've seen from all the local Kenyans talking and we've spoken to, is that they're just dying to share it with the world. Yeah. So if you have any questions, jump onto our website, search for Herd Tracker, and fire us an email. We're more than happy to answer them. And the folks at Make It Kenya, their website is makeitkenya.com. They'll also help you out if you're thinking of coming on a safari or extending your business to this region. And yeah, with that, I think we'll sign off from possibly the most comfortable bed in Africa right now for me. Have a great day, everyone out there. We'll try to keep you updated as we go, as we head on home. And yeah, thanks for joining us this week. It's been really, really cool. Signing off. Ciao.